Blue Devils go up early thanks to the senior Brady Brockmiller. All 6 foot, 175 pounds of him. I think they weighed him with his gear on to get that 175, as he was just a lightning bolt down the left side of the field and into the end zone. Devils are ready to kick it away. CUNY puts the toe to it, and it'll be taken by Richwoods and fumbled at their own 10. Picked up at the 20 and dropped at the 24-yard line. That was a dangerous moment on the return for Richwoods, as they really had to wait late before they got that ball covered up by Moore Cleason. And it'll be Richwoods starting now right around their own 24-yard line with the Devils up 7-0.
Yeah, we certainly like to see a good defensive start here from the Devils. Keep the momentum going. Force Richwoods into an uncomfortable spot here on their first offensive series.
O'Malley starts at quarterback for the Knights. He's got the I formation behind him, including O'Neal at the fullback. DeAndre O'Neal, their leading rusher, takes it at the fullback, bursts into the line of scrimmage across the 25 to the 29, and O'Neal picks up 5 yards on first down.
Well, he's a bull. He's 5'10", 223.
Oh,
he's a powerful downhill runner, and it just goes to show you the different types of backs we see here on a weekly basis. Last week we had Holloway, who was more of a scat back, quick, small, short scat back guy. Now you got the downhill rusher, heavy fullback.
Now you got Gillespie, the option quarterback in. He's going to take it option right, keeps it himself. First down out to the 35. He's going to make a move out to the 40, down at the 41. So Gillespie picks up 11 with the keeper on the option.
Yeah, it looked like he had some illegal motion. I thought Gillespie looked like he moved before he got the snap. Now they bring back in O'Malley. This is that two-headed monster we were talking about.
Blue Devils looking at stopping this option running attack with Gillespie at the quarterback and the O'Neal downhill run attack with O'Malley in. O'Malley in, I formation, swings to the right side, hand it to O'Neal. O'Neal, he's got a first down on first down. Gain of 12 out past the 50 at midfield. Flag flies in from the secondary. That's a gain of 13 if it stands. Let's see what the call is.
I think it's holding on Peoria.
That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the play. We'll see where this is. Oh, face mask on the Blue Devils. That's going to be added on to the end of the run. Make it a 13-yard pickup for O'Neal. He's got 18 on 2 carries, and they're going to attack a personal foul face mask.
No, it was only 5.
Incidental. Okay, that was the back judge who went running through the Blue Devil huddle.
Well, early on right now, we're not getting a very good push at the point of attack in between our 2 defensive tackles and our defensive ends. We're just getting kind of moved off the ball, and Richwoods has had some wonderful holes to run through.
I formation behind Gillespie. 2 men on the left side. Illegal motion this time on Gillespie.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. He's nudging the center, and what he's doing is he's moving his feet before he takes the snap, and you can't do that no matter if you're the quarterback or not.
Rock Island, Peoria, Notre Dame, 7-7 end of the first quarter, according to that report. That 5-yard penalty on Richwoods is their first of the night. Each team has been penalized once for 5 yards as we're 90 seconds into this game. Blue Devils on top, 7-0. Brockmiller right now being credited with taking that ball on the hop at the 25-yard line, rather, for a 75-yard return on the game's opening kickoff. Gillespie on the option, pitches it outside to the left. Blue Devils on top of it. Ride him down just shy of the 45-yard line at the 46. And that's going to be Johnson on that pickup of just about 3 yards.
Oh, nice play by the Devils defensive end, Loveless, to force him to make the pitch and then get out there and help with the tackle. But you now got the Knights in 2nd and long, and you'd like to see them continue.
Central has picked up an early touchdown on Galesburg. They're up 7-0 in that game. 9:40 to go first quarter here. Devils on top. Looking at 2nd down and 13 for Richwoods. They'll give it to Johnson on the end around. He's into the secondary down to the 37-yard line as he's going to pick up a big gain near 10 yards.
Yeah,
and that'll bring up 3rd and manageable.
That's just too much. I mean, you just can't be giving up 10, 11 yards on 2nd and 14. I mean, now they're in a totally manageable 2-down situation. 3rd and 3. You know, Gillespie, though, every time he's under center, he's making a false move before he even starts. It could be an illegal procedure every time if they wanted to call that.
Yeah, from the 37-yard line. Gillespie under center again, going to go with the wing tee behind him. Late handoff, hands to the back blitzing it right up the middle is O'Neal, and O'Neal's going to be stopped shy of the first down marker after a gain of 1 down to the 35. It'll be 4th and 2 for Richwoods.
Yeah, that was a friendly spot. It was a bad center quarterback exchange from Gillespie, and he almost fumbled it and was able to get it to O'Neal. Now here comes in O'Malley and brings up a 4th and 2, and I bet we'll see O'Neal get the football. You got to watch the football here too if you're Quincy.
The I formation with twins to the right side behind O'Malley. O'Malley turns around, hands it to O'Neal. Flag flies from the far side. If this is on Richwoods, this is a big call, and it looks like it's going to be motion against the offense. That'd be the second such penalty on this drive against the Knights. Devils leading 7-0, opening possession for Richwoods, and it is a 5-yard penalty.
Well, I still, I think their quarterbacks, each of them are doing the same thing when they get up under center. And I wonder if Coach Little talked to the officials about that before the game got started. Regardless, 4th and 7. Big play here for the Devils early in the first quarter.
O'Malley in at quarterback for Richwoods. Everything so far for the Knights has been on the ground. 6 plays, 6 rushes. O'Malley with the I formation behind him. O'Neal at the fullback spot. Johnson at the tailback. They're going to come back to pass. Look out into the flat. It's going to be complete to the near side for Covington. Covington's going to be down to the 30. He's moving the pile. Now the ball comes out. Ball comes out at the 28-yard line. Quincy thinks they have it. We'll see. Otherwise, it's a first down for Richwoods. The Devils looking for the ball, and it's a first down, Blue Devils. Covington had the first down for Richwoods, Jim, but he tried to get too much after contact, and he lost the ball.
Yeah, and the first problem was Brockmiller was playing too far off of Covington, number 8. He's a big wide receiver, 6'1", 6'2". But, Covington kept fighting. Here
now
comes
a flag
penalty.
has been thrown on the near side sideline. I think that's going to be for dissent against Richwoods.
15 yards on Richwoods' sideline. Their coaches didn't like the call, but Covington, it was much like last week what happened with Brockmiller. He was fighting for the extra yards, kept fighting. Quincy's all around the ball, and just somebody put their hand in there and ripped it right up. Popped out. Quincy's got the football. Now they got great field position, so let's see what they can do with it, hopefully on our first offensive possession.
Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line after the penalty. 15-yard penalty against Richwoods. They've been flagged 3 times for 25 yards. Smith in motion. Give it to him. Run off left tackle. Smith's got nothing there. He's stopped by the Knights. And the Blue Devils will set up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, talking to Coach Little in the pregame, he said the Richwoods defense is very physical. They're pretty big up front. O'Neal's their inside linebacker as well as their fullback, so they got some size with him, but they certainly run well. Covington plays in the defensive backfield, as does their backup wide receiver, number 5, Johnson.
Smith behind Ruths for the Devils. Unmisig at the fullback, and Brockmiller outside. Give it to Unmisig. Brockmiller blocks for him. Unmisig winds his way all the way up near midfield. He's going to be at the 49. That's a pickup of 6, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, O'Neal brought him down with a jersey tackle from behind. I thought there might have been a chance for a horse collar there, but nice pickup on 2nd down after losing yardage on 1st down. Now 3rd and 4, key play for the Devils. I bet you we won't run it, but I bet you if we ran a pass right here, we might catch them totally sleeping.
Blue Devils need 4 on 3rd down, and now Richwoods jumps into the neutral zone, and the Devils are going to get this the easy way. Richwoods not very disciplined so far to start this game. Yeah. Blue Devils on top 7-0, 6:41 to go, thanks to the 75-yard kickoff return by Brockmiller in the game's opening play.
Well, not only is that very beneficial and obviously helps the Blue Devils, but the guy who jumped for Richwoods was the guy right over the football.
Yeah, that's inexcusable if you're a D coordinator. So the Blue Devils take it all the way down to the Richwoods 46-yard line. Far side hash mark moving left to right. Put a man in motion. That's Smith. Hand it off to Unmisig. He's across the 45 down to the 44. It'll be a short gain of 2 as he runs between the tackles.
Yeah, someone's got to get ahead on O'Neal. He's just flying through and making almost every tackle for Peoria. He's a fast kid. He obviously is a running back, and he's got some size. But we got to get somebody on him, whether it's a guard and center chipping off their block. Somebody's got to get a helmet-to-helmet on him and engage him to get him away from our running backs.
Devils 2nd and 8 from the Richwoods 44-yard line. Far side hash marks. Devils trying to build on this 7-0 lead as they've got a takeaway under their belt already. Handed off to Brockmiller. Cuts inside. He's got a lane. He's going to go down the right side. Cuts it back in the middle. Brockmiller, nothing but open grass in front of him. Brockmiller, 44-yard touchdown. I don't think Brockmiller likes being number 2 on the rushing chart for the Devils here at the end of the season. He has shown us lightning quicks with the 75-yard return to start the game, and now a 44-yard touchdown as he ran behind a great block from Unbesig to kick out the corner man on the near side, cut it back between the hash marks, and nobody was going to catch him.
Nice cutback, too. He got Johnson, their safety, to just slip and fall as he's cut back to the middle there. I thought he was going to try and race to the corner. He might have been caught, but great move, great instincts, way to see the field. Devils now attempted to go up 14-0.
CUNY ready to kick it. The hold by Dean is good. CUNY's kick is low and wobbly, but good enough as he sneaks it over the crossbar and inside the left upright. So the Devils have announced their presence with authority on the road at Richwoods, going up 14-0 just 6 minutes into the game. The Devils kick off to the Knights next on the Fox.
Federated Insurance is a lot like the family businesses we help protect. For 105 years and counting, Federated has shared the common values that have served our clients well. Federated Insurance, it's our business to protect yours.
Call Tony Reese in Quincy at 223-4623.
Brockmiller, too, as the Knights were in the backfield when that handoff was made. And Jim, the Devils showing some good line play early. Kicked away by CUNY. It's a short kick. Taken
his knee's
at
down.
the 15. Knee was down at the 15. Jim had carrots as his snack on the way up, so his eyes are in tip-top condition. He noticed that, and so Richwoods will start at their own 15-yard line.
Yeah, Johnson ran up the field. That had the same problem as he had last time. He got his knee on the ground when he fielded it. He should have let it bounce and catch it.
I don't know if Richwoods' return team has noticed that that's not Unbesig kicking.
Maybe.
Because they're too deep, frankly.
I mean, yeah, they got 3 guys across the line of scrimmage, or excuse me, across the line at the 5-yard line.
Talk a little bit about the blocking job you've seen the Devil offensive line do here early in the game.
Yeah, you know, that play was benefited by, well, we'll get to it after this play.
Richwoods comes out with Twins on the left side, center of the field from their own 15. O'Malley in a quarterback, I formation behind him. Hand it to O'Neill. He runs right up the middle, the 20. He's out to the 30 and down at the 34-yard line. He busts off 19 yards right up the gut on first down.
Yeah, you see, that can't happen. That's a problem. If you're getting a 19-yard gain, that was a dive straight up the middle. I mean, obviously our linebackers are nowhere to be found. Our offensive linemen are being pushed out of the way. That was straight up the gut for 19 yards. I mean, you can't have that happen.
Covington splits out. Check that. They're going to send Clay out wide. O'Neill and Johnson behind him at the tailback. Loose ball on the snap. Diving in for it is O'Malley, the quarterback. I think he got on top of it, but that's going to cost him a down and set up 2nd and 10 on the bad exchange.
Well, the Devils lucked out. They ran Twins to the right side, and their inside slot receiver, there was not anybody on him, and Devin Smith didn't slide out to pick him up. I don't know where Jacob Dean was, but we lucked out there. Now, you know, we'd like to see here on 2nd and 10, get a good push, force a 3rd and long from their own 31-yard line.
Alleman's gone up on UT 7-0 in that game, first quarter. Twins to the right again, going to hand this one off. Now O'Malley keeps it after the fake. He stopped at the line of scrimmage, and O'Malley is going to have 3rd and the chains to go as he tries to negotiate this series for Alleman. So the Blue Devils doing better up front after that 19-yard gash by O'Neill on the first play of this drive.
Yeah, that play, Hoslag came through on a blitz and dang near blew up the handoff. And now here you go. Now they bring in their quick Gillespie, number 4 quarterback. You got to watch the option. He has got wheels, and you got to contain him.
Going to stay with O'Neill and Johnson behind Gillespie. Twins to the right again, far side hash mark. 3rd and 10. Going to keep it with Gillespie. Gillespie squirts forward, and he's going to be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line, leaving him with 4th and 4. 6-yard pickup for Gillespie. He's got 17 yards on 2 carries. And now it looks like the punt team coming on for Richwoods. Devils leading 14-0, 3:50 to play first quarter on the road at Richwoods.
Now this is interesting. Are they going for it?
4th and 4 from their own 38-yard line.
Gillespie's also the punter.
Well, you got to watch for a trick play here.
True.
He is lightning fast. Gillespie back to punt from his own 25-yard line. The snap is high. He jumps for it. It's through his fingers. Now fumbles it. Now he's going to pull it down and run. Devils lose, contain.
He didn't
and
make
Gillespie's going to be just short of the first down at the 41-yard line. They had to get to the 42. It was a broken play. And let's see where they spot this. Oh, they're going to give him close to the 42. They're going to make this close enough to measure. I thought he was clearly down at the 41.
He was down a yard short.
Gillespie picks this up, and let's see if I have to credit him with 4 yards.
That's
for
a terrible
first down.
spot. That is a terrible spot.
Gillespie, it was a broken play on a bad snap by the long snapper. Gillespie fumbled it twice. The Blue Devils were coming with pressure from the left side. They lost contain in the middle of the field, and Gillespie got loose and gets a tremendous spot taking this ball out. He was down shy of the 41, and somehow the ball's on the 42. And it's a first down. Wow.
That is so ridiculous.
21 yards for Gillespie now on 3 carries, and that one wasn't even supposed to be a carry. And Coach Little is not happy on the far side sideline. 3:25 to go first quarter now. Devils still up 14-0, but that keeps this drive alive for Richwoods after they stalled on first down. They had the fumble, and then the stop by the Devils, and then just the gain of 6. O'Malley back in for Richwoods. I formation behind him. Going to turn around, hand it off to O'Neal. He's up the middle. He's across midfield to the near side at the 40, the 35, and down at the 30-yard line. O'Neal picks up 28 yards.
Too much yards. I mean, that hole I could have run through. I don't know. Our defense is just getting pushed around like they're on roller skates.
PND leading Rock Island 14-7 in their game. And Alleman up over UT. That's 10 minutes to go. 7-0 Alleman as they're counting down that first half. Near side hash mark for Richwoods. 3 minutes to go first quarter. Devils up 14-0. 1st and 10 from the 28. Movement on the near side. They're going to hand it to O'Neal. Well, it's going to be the second man through this time, slashing his way into the red zone and down inside the 15. The carry by Wilcox. Shundale Wilcox. That's going to be a big pickup all the way down to the 14-yard line. Give him 14 on the carry.
I mean,
and the Devils just getting gashed up front.
It's pretty easy when their big tackle, 68 Cunningham, 6'4", 281 left tackle. He's pushing Loveless out. Down block on our D tackle. Tight end mans up on our outside guy, and our linebackers nowhere to be found.
O'Malley back in. They're going to spread it, go to the wing tee, put Johnson in motion, give it to Johnson
False
coming
start.
right. Whistles blow. And Dean in to make the stop after the whistles on the false start. This is going to back up Richwoods for another 5 yards. That's 5 penalties for 35 yards on Richwoods. Galesburg has put a touchdown up on Peoria Central. 14-7 Peoria Central leading Galesburg. Still in the first quarter. That's going to be a shootout. 14-0 here. Devils leading Richwoods. 2 minutes to go first quarter. It is a beautiful night for football. Thank you for spending some of your Friday night with us. After the penalty, it's going to be a first down for the Knights back at the 19-yard line. Put Johnson in motion, fake it to him, give it to Wilcox. He's down to the 15-yard line, or was that O'Neal on the carry? They
I think it was
switched
O'Neal.
it late, and yeah, it's O'Neal getting up after that game. So O'Neal goes for 4. He's got 68 yards in this first quarter.
Well, Quincy's made one defensive adjustment. They brought Devin Smith all the way from his free safety spot up to the, well, they had him at the right side offset on Lovelace. Now they've moved him back to the free safety spot.
So after the penalty,
And
the
Peoria
penalty
goes
yardage.
trips to the right.
Yeah, penalty yardage just about regained by O'Neal. This brings up 2nd and 11. Trips to the right. They're going to hand it off to O'Neal. He's wide open. Angles into the end zone near side. Oh, the Blue Devils should be ready for that play, Jim, because that's the exact play they run out of trips right. They hand it off to the back and run left, and that's all O'Neal did. He took the handoff, was wide open on the left flank, and just pulled over the Blue Devils secondary to get into the end zone from 15 yards out.
Well, and the Richwoods left tackle didn't have to do anything with Lovelace because he ran up the field so fast and so hard. He was nowhere to be found. They just let him go.
O'Neal into the end zone. 15-yard rush for a touchdown to cap off a drive that started back at their own 15-yard line. Jim, that's disheartening. You make them go 85 yards, think you have them stopped on the punts, lose contain on a bad snap, and then they pay it off with a touchdown on the drive as the extra point is good.
Yeah, and you know, that's 2 weeks in a row now, kind of, I don't want to say this early in the game it's a backbreaker play, but it's like the tip pass last week. It's a play you should make. You know, they're giving you a gift on a fumbled snap on a punt. The guy's back there bobbling around to get the football, and we don't have anyone in close enough to tackle him right away, and he makes 2 moves, and then he's got the first down. And, you know, if you want to, you know, you got to be a team that capitalizes on that. Someone's there to make a play. We could add first down on their own 40-yard line going in, hopefully to go up 3 scores. Instead, now they've cut it to 1.
1:09 to go, first quarter. Blue Devils lead it 14-7, and they're about to get the ball back here. We'll see if the Devils can pay off this drive. They've only had really 1 offensive possession. They went 57 yards for a touchdown, scored on the game's opening kickoff. Brockmiller returned it 75 yards. Brockmiller then backed that up with a 44-yard touchdown rumble. That run from Brockmiller, the 44-yard touchdown, Jim, is the Blue Devils' longest running play from scrimmage this year. Now the Devils take this one at their own 25, return it out across the 30 to the 40, the 41, and the Devils do a great job with Smith of getting position near midfield on another low bouncing ball that was kicked away by Richwoods.
Yeah, I don't think they were going to kick that to Brockmiller again.
No. Devils from their own 41-yard line leading 14-7. A minute to go here in the first quarter. Devils haven't put it in the air yet. They haven't had much time. They've run 4 plays, and they're up 14-0. So that's efficiency.
Yeah.
Devils come out wing T, near side hash marks, moving right to left. Turn around, handed to Unmasig. He runs left behind Prost and Schluter on that left side, and he picks up maybe a yard out to the 42. Unmasig looking free and easy here early. He's done some nice blocking on the touchdown by Brockmiller, and he's got 3 carries. Always a concern when you have a running back with a hip injury.
Yeah, and especially one that runs as hard as Unmasig in between the tackles.
30 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Devils 2nd and 9, middle of the field. Slight breeze is picked up, blowing from the near side to the far side of the field. Handed off to the up man. That's Unmasig. Unmasig's rumbling out across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Give him a pickup of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and 4 to start the second quarter for the Devils. The Devils approaching midfield. 3rd and 4 is what they'll have to manage at the beginning of the second quarter. That comes up next. You're listening to Devil Football on the road at Richwoods. The Blue Devils of Quincy High lead Richwoods Knights 14-7 on 103.9 The Fox. Start of the second quarter, Devils with third down and 4. Handed off right up the middle to Unmisig. He's going to be stopped shy of midfield. And the Devils will have fourth down and a decision to make with fourth and about 1 yard, Jim. You're up 14-7 on the road. Just started the second quarter. What's Rick Little thinking?
He's going to go for it here, and I would not be surprised if we see the Cricard sneak.
That's what the Blue Devils have been so efficient with this year. Third and very short, or fourth and very short. You're going to say, well, the offense should win those battles. Well, the defense is stacking the line against you, and the Devils have executed. Devils going to go for it, fourth and about a half a yard. They'll split trips out to the right side. They like to sneak Cricard, and he's got it. He's all the way down to the 48-yard line as he goes down, ripping at the ball to try and pull it out from Richwoods. Smart play by Johnson, but Cricard holding on with both hands. He has his first rush of the night, 2 yards. And I think that stretches out the season average for Cricard. Cricard averaging 2.2 yards per carry on 12 carries this season.
Yeah, it's pretty easy when they don't bring those linebackers up into the guard gap. And if you're the quarterback, you just say, you get up there and see where that defensive nose guard or tackle's lined up, what gap he's slanting to, and then you just follow your center to the other one. So
the Devils.
Big first down, though. We need to keep this drive alive and eat clock.
First and 10 from the Richwoods 48-yard line. Going to go to the wishbone, hand it to Unmisig, down across the 45 to the 43-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5. Unmisig looks like he's getting his rhythm back here as this game progresses.
Yeah, and that's fine. We'll take 5 yards on every running play if we can get it. We don't need the 19, 20-yarders. We'd like to have them. We'd like to have the 44-yard touchdowns. But you get 5 yards on every play, you got a first down after every 2, so keep it going.
Well, they spotted it at the 44, so maybe we're in store for another Brock Miller 44-yard scintillating touchdown run. We'll see if he gets it. Devils now moving right to left, leading 14-7. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Wing T behind Cricard. They're going to turn around, give it to Brock Miller. He runs to the right side, finds a crease, but not much there. He's down to the 42-yard line, and the Devils will have third down and 4 to contend with.
Yeah, that time the whole Prost and Schluter were out there pulling, but Johnson for Richwoods, who was on Smith's block, got off the block and was able to make the tackle and shut the hole down.
Blue Devils thinking over here. You know, there's a lot of options in the playbook at 3rd and 4. It's not 3rd and 14, it's 3rd and 4.
Yeah.
So let's see what they go with here. Devils from the far side, hash marks. Going to go back to the wing T. Cricard under center. He's got Unmisig right behind him. Cricard looks to the sideline, checks it off with Coach Little, now checks the armband on the left wrist. Puts the tape back down, turns around, hands it off to Unmisig. He's up the middle, first down, cuts it outside at the 35, and then a great solo open field tackle that time by Richwoods. Safety coming up was Trey Hendon, and if Hendon doesn't make that tackle at the 30, Unmisig's gone.
Yeah, that was a nice play, though, right off the guard's butt, right between the guard center tackle, you know, kind of that play that O'Neal ran for Richwoods. So
it's a pick up for the Blue Devils. It takes them all the way down to the 35-yard line. Again, they've got the hash marks out tonight, but only the sideline markers for the line. So it's often very hard to see kind of who's taking what where. Blue Devils on the end around, give it to Smith. He's down across the 35 to the 32-yard line where he's upended. Smith's second carry of the night tonight. The first one was for 0 yards as he picks up 3 on that carry.
You know, one thing I like about Smith, obviously I've talked about all year, he's a very hard runner. He'll lower his head and deliver a blow. The one thing he doesn't do well is avoid tackles. There was one guy there who went for his knees, and it was like he was the magnet that went right to him to tackle him, or to run into the tackler. You know, he doesn't have that elusiveness or that shiftiness that Brock Miller has. But, again, he's a very hard runner and will pick up hard yardage.
Brock Miller, Smith, and Unmisig behind Cricard. Second down and along 7. Handed off to Unmisig. Bounces it outside. Now cuts it up behind right tackle. He's down across the 30. That's going to be just a short gain of 2 after it's all sorted out, leaving 3rd and 5.
That was, well, actually, it looks like 3rd and 4. No, you're right, 3rd and 5. They're lucky. Cricard almost dropped the handoff.
Yeah.
Unmisig had to slow down and wait, and it could have been a very disastrous play if Richwoods would have had anyone in the backfield.
All of it now up 3 scores on UT. as we'll take you around the conference here during the next timeout or after the next scoring play. 7:30 to go, first half, 14-7. Devils up when they go one man wide. Going to turn around, hand it off to Gay. Gay in, he wants to make the corner. He's going to be hit and out of bounds. It looks like just shy on 3rd and 5. It looks like he picked up 4 down to the 25. Devils have shown they'll go for it on 4th and short on this drive. And if you went for it at the 50, you're certainly going to go for it at the 25. He'll be just a football length short of the 25. So essentially 4th and a yard and a half for the Devils here after Gay comes in and gets 3.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wish Gay would have turned that up and tried to get the,
earlier.
Tried to get the first down. I mean, he just kept running towards the sideline, and now we got Richwoods who calls their first time out of the night.
Richwoods takes a timeout. We'll keep it here for you during the break and take you around the conference here at Peoria Richwoods. Quincy leads Richwoods 14-7 with 7:20 to play here in the first half. Elsewhere around the conference, Peoria High is leading Galesburg in Galesburg 21-7. These games all still in the first half of play. Rock Island trails Peoria Notre Dame at Peoria Stadium 14-7 at last check. Allman just got into the end zone again. They lead UT at home at Allman 20-0. And of course, our game here, the Blue Devils up 14-7, and no word yet on Manual at Moline. No word yet there.
What was the P&D score?
They're up 14-7 over Rock Island right now. Just a little bit south of us here.
Score.
Galesburg's behind the Peoria High 21-7. Going to ask me what the other two are again, so we can cover them all twice.
Thank you.
Sean Secreest along with
the tuba was in my ear.
the inquisitive Jim Hansen.
Now big 4th down here for the Blue Devils. 7:20 to go in the second quarter.
If you'd like to watch tonight's telecast, log on to QuincyJournal.com. Click the QJTV tab, and you can see the Devils go for this on 4th and a yard and a half. On the far side, hand it off. Devils going to blister it down behind their center with Dominic Anders just in there. Oh, the big defensive tackle gets the football to get 2 yards.
I don't know that he got it. Oh, they gave it to him without a measurement. Wow. Well, that was a wonderful break right there. Let me tell you, because if you notice, I don't think he ever went down. Oh, now they're going to measure. Now they're going to measure.
And it looks to me like he might be
he
short.
signaled first down, and then they went to measure.
That yard.
How can that be? How can you?
If the sticks are accurate, he's got the first down, but they're not. They'll bring him on, reset the back end, and then measure it, of course, with the front end. And this looks like it's going to be very close. And that's a first down by a nose.
No, I don't believe it.
7 minutes to go first half. Peoria High.
Slap me twice and call me Pappy. I
well,
can't
after the
it.
way the JV game ended.
Yeah.
Peoria High's gotten in again, 28-0 at Galesburg. I wonder if Galesburg's scorekeeper and PA guy are having as much fun this week.
Wow. Not so.
Yeah, probably not. Blue Devils 1st and 10 now from the 24-yard line. Far side hash mark, turn around, hand it off to Unmisig. He's met in the backfield. He's able to get past the 24 all the way down to the 21, but a flag flies in the area of defensive holding. We'll see. This could be against the Devils as well, as Allman went on the blitz, and yeah, the Devils had to hold right at the middle of the line. And that's going to end up costing them more than the tackle on the backfield. Second penalty of the night on the Devils. The first one was for 5. This will be a holding against the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. And that happened right near the line of scrimmage. So the Devils will be looking at 1st and 20.
Oh, it's just, penalties are bad no matter when you get them or where you get them. But there's some that are just more critical than others. And you're on the 24-yard line. Unmisig does a nice job to get around that blitzing defensive end that no one picked up and get some yardage out of it. And now we're faced with a 1st and 20 for a team that last week threw the ball one time.
1st and 20 from the 34 for the Devils, center of the field. They're going to go into that modified wishbone. Roll it out near side. Kirkard, he's going to tuck it and run. He's going to be hit at the 26 and knocked out of bounds. That's going to be a pickup of right around 8 yards for Kirkard on 1st down. That is Kirkard's longest run of the season.
Well, that's okay. I don't mind that. He didn't see an open wide receiver. He saw an opening to run, and he picked up 8 of the 10 penalty yards back, so now you got a 2nd and 12. You'd rather see him do that than throw an ill-advised pass.
And now a flag flies from the side judge during the dead ball. I have to believe this is going to be on the Blue Devil bench. I think they want a late hit, maybe out of bounds on Kirkard. It's going to be a
sideline warning on Quincy. I don't know what the warning's for.
Could be for, I think the politically correct term is dissent these days.
Yeah, we're going back to Kirkard. You'd rather see him do that and get 8 yards than throw a bad pass that could be possibly picked off, or try and force a play in there. He saw some yardage, he got it, and brings up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 from the 26 behind Kirkard. They're going to hand it off inside to Smith. Smith is going to be inside the 20, back in the red zone. He picks up a big chunk all the way down to the 16-yard line, and the Devils pick up 10 on 2nd down, and they'll have 3rd down and 2 back right around the 16.
What a nice play call. That was a reverse backwards trap. Kirkard spins out like he's handing to Brockmiller going out the far side. He hands back to Smith coming inside on an inside trap from his wingback spot, and did a nice job finding the hole and picking up about a 10, so sets up a manageable 3rd and 2 now after facing that 1st and 20.
Devils have rebounded from that penalty nicely. Now you have to play clean football in the red zone. 3rd and 2 from the 16. Going to go modified wing tee. Kirkard going to put his head down. He sees the linebackers back off the line of scrimmage, has the 1st down to the 13, and the Devils will be 1st and 10 inside the 15-yard line.
Oh, geez, his helmet came off. Now he's got to go out for a play.
That means Dean is going to be under center, most likely on this 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line.
Now you got a guy coming in who hasn't taken a snap all night, certainly hasn't had a chance to practice the snap. The last time we saw this, I believe he fumbled.
Yes. Blue Devils will go to the line with Devin Austin. That's going to be Austin, the junior QB. Well, he's going to turn around, hand it off to Brockmiller. Up the middle, down to the 10. He's going to be dragging tacklers down to the 8. Brockmiller picks up 5 on 1st down, and the Devils move it inside the 10. 2nd and 5. They can pick up another set of downs. They lead at 14-7, 4:40 to go here in the 1st half on the road at Richwoods.
Well, Kirkard's back in now. You know, I never understand how players lose their helmet like that unless it's get ripped off or knocked off. You ought to have your helmet on tight enough that it doesn't pop off. But be that as it may, I digress there, partner. And
well, it's a safety
2nd
issue,
and 5.
Too. 2nd and 5 for the Devils with Kirkard, the senior, back under center. Into the line is Richwoods.
Thank you.
And he knew it. That was Hayden Gino, and there was no doubt about that. Blue Devils are going to be in excellent position as that'll be half the distance to the goal, and they'll be looking at 2nd and 1.
See, now I don't know why that's half the distance to the goal on a procedure penalty when you can get a 1st down off of that. But we'll take it. Brings up a short 2nd and 1. And you know, another thing we've talked about through the weeks is taking the air out of the football. And the Devils have done a nice job of using the clock here and, and eating up a lot of time on this drive.
In fact, this is the drive that started in the 1st quarter. The Devils have eaten up 8 minutes of clock on this drive. Looking to pay it off now. They're going to hand it off, and instead it's a misdirection. And up the middle, the Devils are into the end zone. The Devils pay it off. A nearly 9-minute drive. They run it in with Smith on the far side sideline. The Devils go up 20-7. Well, that was late misdirection in the backfield as they faked one handoff and then hit the 2nd man through.
I don't like how Unmissig gingerly ran off the field there. He looked like he was really favoring his hip.
Blue Devils. CUNY's kick is up and textbook. 21-7 Devils. They go on a 9-minute drive spanning the 1st and 2nd quarter. Give the ball back to Richwoods with just 3:52 to play. And the Devils lead it on the road 21-7. They'll kick it away to the Knights next on the Fox.
On November 4th, we have a chance to make a lasting impact on the future of our kids and the future of our Quincy community. I'm voting yes to avoid investing more money on old, deteriorating school buildings. I'm voting yes to save $560,000 a year in utilities and operating costs. I'm voting yes to do all of this without increasing our tax rate. To find out more about why you should vote yes on November 4th, visit buildingforquincy.com.
Paid for by the Committee for Building Quincy Schools.
The broadcasters, everybody, but the result was the 3-yard touchdown for Smith. You wonder if Unvisig didn't take too much of the brunt of that misdirection, because the guy with the bad hip coming into this week was gingerly limping off the field after the touchdown. Devils kick it away, taken by Richwoods at their own 3-yard line. Richwoods right up the middle. Nobody's made Johnson move yet. He's going to be out to the 35 and brought down at the 36. That's going to be a big pickup of 33 yards on the return. And Richwoods going to be in business out past their own 30-yard line with 3:45 to go here in the first half. Devils up 21-7, Jim.
Well, we'd love to see the Devil defense stiffen up here. They've been on the bench, if you will, for 9 minutes now. They're certainly rested. And we need to make some adjustments to stop O'Neal from getting those large chunks each time he touched the ball off tackle or up the middle.
Going to come out with O'Malley under center in this 2-quarterback system for Richwoods. Put a man in motion, turn around, hand it off. Covington, he's going to go around the corner on that corner jet sweep. A flag is thrown. That's going to be holding on the offense. And this long run by Covington that's going to be an impressive 35 yards, but it's coming back, holding way back at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, you could see our defensive end got held as he was coming around the corner.
Well, the Blue Devils doing a nice job of keeping this Richwoods offense, for the most part, from starting to fire on all cylinders. Yes, O'Neal has been good against the Devils, but you can't start letting them get everybody involved, whether it's Covington on that jet sweep or Johnson out of the backfield with big gains, or even Wilcox or Gillespie, the other quarterback. So the Devils trying to mitigate the damage, and they do so by drawing a penalty. That is the 7th penalty already for 49 yards on Richwoods in this first half.
And certainly Quincy High has benefited tremendously from the miscues.
They've all been key
Richwoods.
penalties.
Yes, yes.
1st and 20 from the 24 now for Richwoods. They want to go one receiver out to the near side slot. Moving left to right off the hash marks. Give it to O'Neal. He's up the middle with a big hole. He stutter steps, make it Wilcox. He's going to be on the near sideline, just at the 45-yard line. He's driven out of bounds. And
Wilcox got the first down.
Yeah, Wilcox replacing O'Neal. Let's see where they spot it. It's going to be right at the 45-yard line, and this could be a first down. They're going to mark it just shy at the 44. Give him 19.
That is just such bad defensive play. And I hate to be, negative or critical, but you have a 1st and 20. How can you give the guy 19 yards on an off-tackle run play?
Going to keep Wilcox in the backfield. Right now, O'Neal is out. Covington is on one side. And they're lining up on the far side with the extra man, Hendon. Going to keep it up the middle on the near side, as with the option quarterback in Gillespie, he finds some room to hand it off on the corner, and it's another big pickup for Wilcox.
Well, we need to make some adjustments here on defense, and I don't know if the coaches in the booth are radioing down or not, but, we've got 5 guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys, 7 with our inside linebacker, and we clearly cannot make plays with just those 7.
Coming up under center, it's O'Malley back in. Want to hand it off again, and the ball is loose. Wilcox falls on it, and it's going to be a gain of 1.
Thankfully, because otherwise he would have had a gain of about 11.
Yeah, he was off to the races right up the middle. Allman starting to pull away and salt it away. 27-0 over UT. Still in the first half. Boy, Allman, they're not used to getting pushed around in the conference play. They got pushed around by the Devils. They got pushed around by Richwoods last week. They have not had a good year this year. Allman coming into the night tonight. Yes, they won the title, but, they're just 4-4 overall. Up the middle, and gain of 7 as Richwoods goes right back to work, just gashing the Blue Devils right up the middle of the field with Wilcox.
That's not even their big guy O'Neal. That's the backup.
Yeah, and O'Neal's been out as well as Wilcox and Gillespie have run it when they wanted to. Right now, they're just saving O'Neal for that defensive side of the ball. 21-7, Devils lead coming up on the 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 4 for Richwoods. They're in Blue Devil territory at the 44-yard line. And a hand it off late to O'Neal now back into the game. Spin move. He's got the first down to the 31. That's a pickup of 12.
They've ran the same play 4 times in a row. Quarterback O'Malley steps out, reverse pivots around, hands it to O'Neal or 28 Wilcox off the left tackle. They ran the same play 4 times in a row.
95 yards on 8 carries for O'Neal, including a 15-yard touchdown. 1st and 10 from the Devil 33. I formation behind O'Malley. Going to turn around, give it to O'Neal. He's hit inside. Devils drop him after a gain of 2 right at the 30. Next carry of 3 yards at least for O'Neal will take him to 100 on the night. Timeout being called by Richwoods. Coach Roland Brown, 52-17 in 6 seasons so far here at Richwoods. This is a proud program, Jim. They've made the playoffs every year since 2002. They're going back this year with 6 wins already. Maybe it's not your grandfather's Knights team that was absolutely dominant, but they've got a good thing going again.
Yeah, you walk into the stadium and they had that nice run in the mid-'80s, and then in 2011, was it, when they were state runner-up at the 5A level. So they've had a lot of success here.
And they're back in 5A this year.
And they're already in the playoffs. So
yep.
I think it's a wonderful momentum boost for the Devils if we can find a way to turn the ball over on downs here and somehow at least keep Richwoods out of the end zone before halftime.
91 seconds to go here in the first half. Devils up 21-7. Yeah, just even limiting them to a field goal attempt here feels good, at the end of the first half. Because both teams run the ball so effectively, there's only been 6 possessions, and the Devils' 1 possession was a 1-possession, 1-play kickoff return to get things started. So there hasn't been a lot of offensive possessions here tonight. 2nd down and 8, turnaround, fake it. O'Malley's going to throw it to the near side corner. Wide open, and did he hold on? Is Covington? He did not. Covington was absolutely behind the Blue Devil defense. Dean tried to run with him, but there was no way he was keeping up, and Covington dropped a sure 6.
We are as lucky as can be. They ran the same fake to O'Neal on the plays they've run 4 or 5 times in a row. Bowerly bit from the corner spot. Dean was left flat-footed. Covington runs by both of them. Ball's in the air, hits him right in the chest, and he dropped it.
3rd and 8 now from the 30. I formation again behind O'Malley. Hand it off to O'Neal. Blue Devils can't stop him. Touchdown. Well, if you can't throw it, might as well run it from 30 yards out. O'Neal, 127 yards and both touchdowns for Richwoods. He has been absolutely hard to bring down in the backfield. It's like trying to tackle a refrigerator that's been thrown downhill at you.
But still, when they run the same play, somebody should be making an adjustment to stop the play. That play has been run 5 or 6 out of the past 8 plays that they just ran. They ran that play 5 or 6 of them.
The extra point coming. Teeing it up is Lester. The hold is good. The kick is low and driving, but good enough as he sneaks it inside the left upright. So 12 seconds after Jim implored the Devils to get a stop, they give up the touchdown, and the Devils get the ball back with 1:19 to go here in the first half. They still lead at 21-14. They've been very quick with the touchdown kickoff turnaround, so we'll just keep it here for you at Richwoods this evening at Endress Field. I'm Sean Sechrist along with Jim Hansen. A reminder, you can catch Blue Devils at the half coming up after this next minute 19. And you can watch tonight's telecast at QuincyJournal.com. Just click on the QJTV tab and select tonight's Blue Devils at Richwoods game. And you can watch the telecast complete with our commentary online, whether it's on your mobile device or if you're set up on your old PC, just like Jim does when he says he's too busy to make a road trip. And watch the Devils in the sanctity and comfort of your own home. You haven't begged off any road trips this year. Just the one.
I missed the manual game.
Yeah, just the manual game. But you were prescient. You knew how that was going to turn out. So you had something important to do that weekend.
Boy, but that's a nice little press box there off that catwalk. Wow.
Minute 19 to go. We are at Richwoods Stadium tonight, Endless Field. Peoria, Notre Dame, and Rock Island playing down at Peoria Stadium. Devils pick up the kickoff. Oh, it's fumbled. Blue Devils have to get after it with Smith on the far side, down around the 24. Not sure that he got it. And if Richwoods comes up with this ball, it would be a big-time turnover. Instead, the Devils jump on top of it, and they will have the possession with a minute 13 to go from their own 24. Well, so far, every possession by either team has resulted in either a touchdown or a turnover at the end of it. 5 touchdowns on 6 possessions as the Blue Devils start their technically 4th possession of the night. The first possession was just the opening game kickoff return of 75 yards by Brock Miller. Blue Devils from their own 24-yard line, minute 13 to go. Going to go with the wing T behind Kirkard. Kirkard under center, turn around, hand it off to Unmasig. Comes near side, bounces it out to the open. Digging for the ball is the defense. Unmasig's going to be down right at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down.
Stops the clock, gets them out of their own end zone, or excuse me, out of their own
red zone.
20 red zone. I wonder if Coach Little's going to try and maybe go a little more hurry up here, or if he's just going to be content to let the clock run out, because Richwoods only has 1 timeout they can stop the clock with. So,
how about just a little 8-yard slant pass to Holschlag here? Going to turn around, hand it off, go to Brock Miller. Brock Miller rumbles to the right side, cuts it back behind his tackle. He's going to pick up 2 yards on first down from the 35-yard line. We'll see where they spot this, because Brock Miller danced at the last second rather than diving forward. 35 seconds to go now. Give him a gain of 1. Blue Devils, they've still got all their timeouts. Let's see if they take one here. 25 seconds to go. We'll have a full roundup of scores from around the Western Big Six coming up on Blue Devils at the half. 27 seconds to go now. Blue Devils back to the wing T, 2nd and 9. Double handoff, going to come near side. Blue Devils up the middle, spring it outside with Smith. Smith is tackled at the 50. That's going to be a gain of 14, and now the Devils call a timeout. Smith, a 3-yard touchdown and 30 yards on 5 carries after that pickup of 14. Devils 1st and 10 from midfield, but with just 6.4 seconds to go. The Blue Devils called their first timeout of the night. So we'll take you around the Western Big Six right now as it stands. First, a World Series score. Royals 2, San Francisco nothing in the 6th in San Francisco. Moline up on Manual, 10-0. Peoria has scored again. They're up 35-13 at Galesburg. Moline up 10-0 over Manual. PND up 14-7 on Rock Island. Rock Island, PND up 27-7 as we get a score update. And it is Alderman over UT 27-0 at this point. Those are the other scores from around the Western Big Six. 6.4 seconds to go here in the first half. Devils up 21-14. Let's see what they roll with here. Devils still have some timeouts to work with, but you've only got 6.5 seconds on the board.
And the last thing you want to do is throw a pick that gets returned.
Will the Devils offense under Coach Little be conventional? Or will they take some liberties and try to air this out? Wing T from midfield. Put a man in motion. That's Smith. They're going to bring Kirkard back. Extra protection. He's going to throw it to the near side. He's got it with Unmasig. Unmasig down at the 25-yard line.
Damn.
But time runs out.
Jeez.
A 25-yard gain to Unmasig, but they couldn't get the timeout called in time. And that'll take us to the half. 21-14. The Blue Devils up on the road at Richwoods. You're listening to Devil Football on the Fox. 103.9 The Fox. Sean Seacrest along with Jim Hansen. Royals have just found home again in the sixth out in San Francisco. They lead that World Series Game 3, 3-0 on the road in the city by the Bay. Here at the half, we'll take a look at our scores from around the Western Big Six coming up. Scott's putting together our first half double highlights, and let's give you the numbers from the first half right here on the Fox. The Blue Devils lead this one 21-14. Jim, in the three possessions the Devils had that weren't ended prematurely by halftime, they resulted in touchdowns all three times. The game's opening kickoff was returned 75 yards by Brady Brockmiller, and the Devils went up 7-0. Richwoods then took over on their own 26. That drive came to an end when Covington, the wide receiver, turned a 13-yard catch into a fumble and a turnover as the Devils recovered. The Devils then from their own 43 capped off a short 57-yard drive on a 44-yard touchdown rush by Brockmiller. Not only the Devils' longest touchdown of the year, but their longest run from scrimmage of the year, 44 yards for Brockmiller. They were up 14-0. Richwood answered back as O'Neal picked up a 15-yard touchdown to cap off an 85-yard touchdown drive. The Devils then responded with a 59-yard touchdown drive of their own, capped off with the sophomore Devin Smith going in from 3 yards out. Smith so far this season, that just his second touchdown of the year, as opposed to Brockmiller, who had two. Brockmiller already with 6 rushing touchdowns and 1 in the special teams return game. So he's with 9 touchdowns on the season right now for that dynamic senior, Brady Brockmiller. Smith makes it 21-7 rather. Quincy over Richwoods, and then O'Neal would get in from 30 yards out on a 65-yard drive. So the Devils just could not slow down that off left tackle run for Richwoods. Whether it was Wilcox or O'Neal, Richwoods just gashed the Devils repeatedly on that drive and closed it to a one-score game with just 70 seconds to go in the first half behind that 30-yard touchdown run by O'Neal. That's where we sit at the half. The Blue Devils leading 21-14. The Devils 23 rushes for 143 yards in the first half. 1 for 1 through the air for 25 yards as Krikard hooked up with Brockmiller. For Richwoods, 22 rushes for 204 yards and 2 touchdowns. And it was 1 of 2 through the air for O'Malley for 13 yards. So individuals, O'Neal, your leading rusher on the night. We mentioned it coming into the game tonight. It was going to be a chore to stop Deontra O'Neal for Richwoods. 10 carries, 2 touchdowns, 127 yards. And Jim, he's been their leading tackler on defense too.
Yeah, he does everything for them, but the problem is we need to make some adjustments at halftime to stop him off tackle. And the few times he's run the ball up the middle, he's also, been gouging us. We just got to get more hats to the football and more guys making sure tackles. I mean, we, besides the pass that fell incomplete to Covington, I'm trying to think if they ever threw the ball in the first half.
Yeah, they had one other. That was Covington's completion.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, right.
So that was it. It was just 2 throws, 3's total, in the game. We knew these two teams were running teams coming into the game tonight. Wilcox, the backup for O'Neal, 5 carries, 53 yards. He gashed the Devils for double-digit yards 3 times on 5 carries. Devils have to get that left tackle rush solved from Richwoods. As for the Devils, Brockmiller, he has not only the 75-yard kickoff return, but 52 yards on 4 carries, including the 44-yard touchdown. Devin Smith, 30 yards on 5 carries and a 3-yard touchdown. Unmisig, 43 yards on 9 carries. Krikard, 13 yards on 3 carries. Gay and Anders, each 1 carry for 3 and 2 yards, respectively. Krikard, as I mentioned, 1-1, 25 yards on that last play to Brockmiller to end the first half. That's a look at the statistics from the first half. The Blue Devils leading on the road at Richwoods, 21-14. We'll have the first half highlights and a look around the Western Big Six, all coming up on Blue Devils at the half, right here on the Fox. Talk Radio 930 WTAD. I'm Sean Seacrease along with Jim Hansen. And you hear the Marching Knights in the background here, entertaining the crowd at Endress Field in Peoria. The Devils up in this one by the score of 21-14. Let's take a whip around the conference, shall we? So far, the Blue Devils tonight are being joined by a number of outstanding teams from around the conference in leading as we either at the half or coming up on the half in all of these games. We know it's Peoria High 35, Galesburg 13. That's at Galesburg. Moline at home leading Peoria Manual 10-0 at last check. It is Peoria Notre Dame up 27-7 over Rock Island. That's going on just south of us here in Peoria. Alleman 27-0 over United Township. And those are the other games up to date for you around the Western Big Six. Our game here would be the fifth of those 5 games, and the Blue Devils lead 21-14 over Richwoods here at the half. The second half is nearly upon us. I tell you what, let's get amped up for it with our first half highlights on 103.9 The Fox.
On November 4th, we have a chance to make a lasting impact on the future of our kids and the future of our Quincy community. I'm voting yes to avoid investing more money on old, deteriorating school buildings. I'm voting yes to save $560,000 a year in utilities and operating costs. I'm voting yes to do all of this without increasing our tax rate. To find out more about why you should vote yes on November 4th, visit buildingforquincy.com.
Paid for by the Committee for Building Quincy Schools.
When Amy's brother passed away, her family went to Hanson Spear Funeral Home.
It's not about, the death of the family member. It's about celebrating a life. They're very family oriented as well. They're, traditional, and they want to make you feel like, you're almost, part of the family. And that's what we really liked. If I had to sum up Hanson Spear in a word, it would be compassionate and loyal. It would be like family.
Federated Insurance is a lot like the family businesses we help protect. For 105 years and counting, Federated has shared the common values that have served our clients well. Federated Insurance, it's our business to protect yours.
Call Tony Reese in Quincy at 223-4623.
Around here, people matter, and relationships are built on trust. That's the way it is at Town & Country Bank. Real people who like things simple, honest, and done right. And our roots are right here, so we're truly local. If you already do business with us, then you know how good banking can be. And if you're not, well, maybe you should. Town & Country Bank. You'll like how we do business.
Part of the HNB Bank family.
It's coming to Quincy, and it's a game changer. Fiber is the fastest technology available, and Adams is bringing fiber to the home. Nothing else compares to fiber, and Adams will be connecting Quincy neighborhoods to this lightning-fast internet and telephone service with no gimmick pricing and local service. Find out how your neighborhood can become a fiberhood. Just take the quick survey at followthefiber.net. Adams, the better and now faster way to connect.
My name is Chuck Vermel, and I'm running to be your Adams County Clerk and Recorder. I've managed Central State Bank for 13 years, which has given me the necessary knowledge to run the clerk's office efficiently. As a qualified and dedicated professional, I will bring professionalism back to the office. And with my integrity and financial business experience, I will improve the overall efficiency of the office, resolve the repeat audit violations from the office, and improve the cohesiveness of every elected official within the courthouse. I'm Chuck Vermel, and I thank you for your vote and support.
with you here at Blue Devils at the half. Well, we heard our first half highlights, Jim. The Blue Devils up 21-14 here on the road in Richwood at Endress Field. Let's talk second half adjustments. I know you're worried about whether it's O'Neal or Wilcox for Richwoods just running off left tackle and getting double-digit yardage seemingly at their discretion. You got to shore that up.
It's been tough to watch. They've run the same off tackle play with both of those guys, probably 65% of the time here in the first half. And one would question why you would even throw the ball when you can get 10, 12, 19, 24 chunks of yards at a time from your base offensive plays. The other thing here is you got to find a way to stop that, and you got to find a way to do that quickly, because Richwoods is going to get the football here to start the second half, and much like last week we saw with Galesburg, if we don't make adjustments and keep allowing them to score, all it takes is for them to make one stop on us, and the scoreboard is flipped. So it'll be a crucial start here to the second half to see what the Quincy coaches have done to make an adjustment to try and stop the Richwoods running game.
Yeah, a couple more minutes added to the clock after the halftime festivities here, but we'll be kicking off in the next minute or two. Taking a look at it for the Blue Devils, I mean, let's look at last year's postseason as we're on the cusp of the postseason here in 2014. The Devils lose a game that they thought they should have had during the regular season on the road at Rock Island. Then the road trip to Rock Island and just the utter domination in that game. I think that's probably the high point of the way the Devils have felt about their program since you were putting the pads on, definitely. And then you come home, you get a shot to take it to the next level against the Providence Catholic team that had to make the trip from Chicago to Quincy. Of course, Prov Catholic got that win in, let's just say, determined fashion. And now this is a Blue Devil team that needs this win tonight to make sure they get into the postseason. If you weren't able to join us for the pregame show, the way this works, 5 wins makes you eligible for the postseason in the IHSA. 6 wins and you're in. So what they do is, in order to fill out the 32-team bracket at each of the 8 classes, you need some 5 and 4 teams as sort of bracket filler. But there are a lot of tiebreakers that come into play when you're 5 and 4. The Blue Devils don't have great tiebreakers all the way around. Are they good enough to get them in at 5 and 4? With a couple of losses by some 4 and 4 teams, yes. But you can't count on that, and you need to get a win here tonight. You're up 21-14. You played a great first half, but we said that about them last week at Galesburg.
Yeah, you got to finish. That's what it's all about, finishing football games. And for 2 weeks in a row now, we've played good enough first halves to have the lead. Eerily similar. And can we finish? We didn't finish last week. Granted, we lost in overtime, but you still had chances and opportunities to put that game away. The fact of the matter is you have 1 half left here to determine if you're automatically in or if you're going to let some mathematical calculation determine your fate. So I'm sure Coach Little spoke to the team about giving it all here for 1 half. Lay it all out on the line and get on that bus knowing you gave everything you had.
And frankly, for the seniors, it's a gut check. You've got maybe 24 minutes left in the uniform.
Exactly. And, which way is it going to go? Are you going to rise to the occasion and be a guy who makes plays and steps up and helps your team win? Or are you going to be a guy who folds under a little pressure and gets hit in the mouth and buckles? So we'll see kind of the toughness this team has here in the second half, and how we start out will be a big component to that here, because Richwoods is going to get an opportunity for the first time, I believe, here tonight to tie this ball game.
Yeah, they had the opportunity after the Devils returned the opening kickoff 75 yards with Brady Brockmiller, but Richwoods then fumbled on their ensuing possession, and since then the Devils have enjoyed a lead, not comfortable, but a lead here on the road at Endress Field. Devils go onside kick to start the second half. It's alertly covered by Anthony Moore-Clausen for Richwoods.
Boy,
and the
like
Devils
that to hit the ground.
Yeah, the Devils give up key field position to Richwoods. Richwoods going to start at their own 40 here in the second half.
Well, that just was in the air too long. You would have liked to have seen that pushed a little, with a little less air to hit the ground and at least get guys a chance to get down and get it.
Peoria High's gone up 42 to 13 at Galesburg. Quick handoff and just a gain of 2 for Richwoods as they want to come out rolling to the right side with O'Neal. 129 yards on 11 carries now for O'Neal. Still 63 degrees here, just as it was for kickoff. Sean Secrease, Jim Hansen from Endrisfield in Peoria, the home of the Richwood Knights. Richwood with the white helmets with the green accents, the green jerseys and pants with the white accents, and the Devils in the black helmets, black pants, and white shirts on the road. Going to turn around Gillespie at quarterback. He stutters steps, takes it outside to the 45-yard line, across the 45 to the 47, and he's going to pick up a big 5 yards on 2nd down and 7. That'll bring up 3rd and short.
Calvin Cookson had a chance to wrap him up for about a 1-yard gain and let him squirm right out of his hands.
Gillespie has started this half at a quarterback. Now it'll be O'Malley coming in. It's 2-quarterback system here in Richwoods. O'Malley is 1 of 2 through the air. Gillespie has not thrown it. He's the option quarterback. I formation with twins to the right side, far side hash marks. Richwoods moving right to left. Turn around, hand it to O'Neal. He's up the middle, and he picks up a block to the outside at the 30. O'Neal is into the end zone. O'Neal gives Richwoods a chance to pull even on a 53-yard touchdown run from just Richwoods' side of midfield. I know the Blue Devils held O'Neal to 1 carry for 1 yard last year at Flynn Stadium, but he is an absolute dynamic force in 2014. Defensive side of the ball, offensive side of the ball. 53 yards and a touchdown on that carry. And he's got 182 yards so far here tonight. The extra point to tie the game. The snap is good. The hold is good. The left-footed kick is up and good. And we're tied 21-21. Just a minute 20 into the second half on the road in Peoria. The Devils get the ball back for the first time in the second half. Next, you're listening to Devil Football on the Fox.
My name is Chuck Verville, and I'm running to be your Adams County Clerk and Recorder. I've managed Central State Bank for 13 years, which has given me the necessary knowledge to run the clerk's office efficiently. As a qualified and dedicated professional, I will bring professionalism back to the office. And with my integrity and financial business experience, I will improve the overall efficiency of the office, resolve the repeat audit violations from the office, and improve the cohesiveness of every elected official within the courthouse. I'm Chuck Verville, and I thank you for your vote and support.
The Knights put up. I'm surprised their cheerleaders don't have the biggest guns in the conference. They do the push-ups for the score after each touchdown. Let's see, 7 and 14 and 21. That's 42 so far tonight. Probably more than I could do at this point. Flag on the return as the Devils take it out to the 40-yard line. Devils tried to set that return up for Smith. He was able to take it out to the 40, but there's a flag most likely holding at the 38-yard line. This will back the Blue Devils up to start their drive. First drive of the second half.
That's such a bad call from the side judge who comes flying in because the Peoria Richwoods coaching staff starts yelling at him. Throws a late flag.
That's going to be holding on the return against the Devils. That'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. And the Devils will be just inside their own 30-yard line to get things started. Ball at the 29. 10:33 to go as we've just started this third quarter. We're all tied 21-21. Devils hunting for their 6th win and an automatic berth in the postseason. Come out in the wing tee behind Kirkard. Turns around, hands it off. Unmissig's going to run to the left side. Unmissig bowls a man over at the 35, gets out to the 40. He'll pick up 11 on first down, and it's another first down behind the second longest run of the night for Unmissig.
Yeah, nice run there. He got to the corner. Brockmiller got a good block, and then Unmissig lowered his shoulder and ran over Damian Gillespie, the backup quarterback.
That tells me the hip's feeling good, too.
Yeah, you know, the Blue Devils, unfortunately, were giving up so many yards chunks on defense, but the best thing we can do right now is we're tied 21-21 is for this offense to take the air out of that ball, eat up the clock like we did in the first and second quarter, and put a long drive together.
1st and 10 now from the 40 for the Devils. A flag flies before the snap, and this may be illegal motion on the
I think
Devils.
it's offsides on Bryce Ballrath, the defensive end for Peoria.
They were quickly into the neutral zone, and it's the 4th encroachment penalty on Richwoods here this evening. That's already the 8th penalty against Richwoods now for 54 yards. The Devils, conversely, have been penalized 3 times for 25 yards. Devils coming back to the line of scrimmage.
With our trips formation, let's see if we actually throw the ball or if we run back the off tackle play that we're.
Devils out of trips. They're going to run it right up the middle. Devils take it out to the 50-yard line, and they'll be close to a first down thanks to the 5-yard penalty that left them with 1st and 5. Unmisig is going to be
spot? Put the ball down.
Just shy. He's about the half a length of a football shy, so give him 4 on the carry. 58 yards on the night on 11 carries for Unmisig. Devils, 2nd and 1. They're at midfield. Let's see how they want to pick up this first down. Ricard has it, turns around, handoff, run it off left tackle on the quick hitter to Unmisig. Jim, I know you like that play, changing the tempo. Just hand it to the wingman, Unmisig, and let him run forward right behind that left tackle.
Yeah.
Brockmiller, I should say.
Right,
yeah, off that wing. Excuse me. He gets the gain of 2.
Well, the important thing there is you move the chains, you get another first down, keep the drive alive.
Devils, 1st and 10 now from the 49 of Richwoods. Tied 21-21, 9 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Wing T out of it. They're going to hand it to Brockmiller. Comes near side, gets a block on the end from Smith. That's going to be a hold. There's a face mask on Brockmiller. Let's see if they make the call. Brockmiller is down. The flag came in. It was Smith on the block that made the hold. And we're going to have a personal foul face mask against Richwoods. Oh, against the Blue Devils.
What?
Nick, why are you face masking someone if you're the offense? Is that the hold against Smith? Did they thought he got up into the face mask? Let's see. They're conferring. We'll get this sorted out now. We've got a personal foul face mask against the Blue Devils. That's going to back him up 15 yards. Do they think that Smith put his hands to the face mask of the defender when he was trying to throw the block on the edge? That's the only contact that I saw even close to face mask worthy. Granted, I wasn't looking at the far side of the O-line. The Devils give up a personal foul.
That was two guys threw the flag. I didn't see it.
So the Devils will be backed up on first down to their own 36-yard line. That'll be 1st and 25. So 1st in Montana here for the Blue Devils.
Whatever it was, it's a terrible penalty. Let's put it that way.
Trips to the near side, 1 man in the backfield as the Devils move left to right. Working on the wraparound, handed to Unmisig. He wants to draw, takes it outside, cuts it back up the middle. He's going to be back to the 49-yard line. So give him a gain of 13. He gets back most of the penalty yardage, and that'll set up 2nd and 12.
Well, that certainly helped. Nice little draw, wraparound, almost Statue of Liberty type play.
21-21. Blue Devils tied on the road here at Richwoods. 8 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Devils moving left to right here in the 3rd quarter, wearing that blue helmet with the white shirt, blue numbers, and black pants. That blue-black helmet, even with the white Q on it under the lights. Trips to the right again. 1 man in the backfield. That is Unmisig. Man in the slot is Brockmiller. Set up the bubble screen to him. He takes it outside at the 50. He's into Richwoods territory. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Give him a gain of 2 on that wide receiver bubble screen. 2nd completion tonight for Ricard, both to Brockmiller.
Well, the reason why that play goes nowhere for us is Brockmiller takes 6 steps back and catches it 5 yards deep in the backfield. I mean, all he's got to do is take 2 steps forward and come back to get the ball. He had to run 8 yards just to get back, a positive 1-yard gain. Now sets up a 3rd and long.
Brockmiller got out of bounds. Clock is stopped at 7:34 here in the 3rd. So now 3rd and 10 for the Devils. Back to the wing tee. Smith, Brockmiller, and Unmisig behind Krikard. The left end jump for Richwoods, but the Devils didn't snap it, and he got back and got set. Krikard under center, near side hash mark, turn around. They're going to roll it out to the far side. Krikard stops, flag flies. He's going to shovel pass it to Brockmiller. This is all going to be for naught. Brockmiller tackled head high at the end of it, but 2 flags down for holding back at the line of scrimmage. And the Devils are going to take another costly penalty here. Blue Devils waiting for their fate. If the flags are accurate, that hold was behind the line of scrimmage. We're going to have illegal motion and a hold. They're going to accept the hold, will Richwoods, and back the Blue Devils up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. This could end up costing the Devils as much as 12 yards, depending on where the hold was.
Well, first of all, the illegal shift is a terrible call. The holding penalty, how you can hold when your quarterback's rolling out, all you got to do is turn and let your man run behind you the opposite way from where the rollout's going. I didn't see the hold. I don't know what that call is, but, it brings up a 3rd and almost impossible now for our offense with
3rd and 20. Devils have evened up the penalty yardage in a hurry here in the 3rd quarter. Devils now 50 penalty yards to Richwoods 54. 3rd and 20. They're going to hand it off and go halfback pass. Unmisig back to pass, throws up a floating dump that's intercepted. Intercepted by Richwoods. Coming to the near side, it's Jackson on the return. He's going to set it up on the outside, and Johnson is driven out of bounds in Blue Devil territory at about the 46-yard line. Johnson 9 yards on the interception and return.
You see, that's the problem when you don't have a passing offense. You have to try and go to gimmicky plays with 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter on 3rd and 19. You try and run a halfback pass. No one was open. He would have been better suited just to keep the ball. Or, you know what he can do? He can throw it out of bounds. Throw it away. You're outside the tackle box.
Oh, that's going to give it back to Richwoods. Richwoods is going to set up 1st and 10 at the Blue Devil 47-yard line. Run it right ahead, off left tackle, and another big gain by Wilcox as he's going to pick up 9 inside the 40 down to the 38.
Well, we better figure out an answer real quick to stop Richwoods because they're about in the red zone here with 2nd and 1 from the 37-yard line.
Devils, their lead has evaporated. It's 21-21. Handed off here, Wilcox. He runs off right tackle this time. 1st down to the 31. That's going to be a pickup of 7 on the play as he holds on to it at the end. Devils digging to strip the football. 69 yards on 7 carries for Wilcox. He'll stop his forward progress right around the 32-yard line, but it's enough for the 1st down. 1st and 10 for Richwoods at the Blue Devil 32. 6:30 to play, 3rd quarter. Somebody has pulled a cruel trick on us, Jim. We haven't eaten in a while, and they've got a pizza downwind of us.
Yeah.
That's just mean. I formation behind O'Malley. He's going to turn around, flag flies, and let's see what this call is going to be. This game has anything but well defensed when it comes to penalties here tonight, and it's going to be a penalty, illegal motion against Richwoods. That's another penalty against the Knights. Their 9th of the night, 59 yards in penalties against the Knights. You know, that's just a situation that Coach Brown, the head coach here at Richwoods, isn't going to like when he watches the film, and he doesn't like it right now. Devils have been similarly maligned. 7 penalties for 50 yards tonight. 1st down and 15 from the Blue Devil 37 now. Under center is Gillespie. Gillespie, the option man, steps in, hands it to O'Neal. O'Neal, he's going to be dropped at the 36-yard line. And a gain of 1 as the Devils finally smothered that off-tackle left run.
Yeah, the problem is we do it once or twice, and we can't do it enough to stop a series.
Peoria Notre Dame now up 45-7 on Rock Island. Glad to see the Rocks are getting the same treatment as the rest of the Western Big Six at the hands of BND, who they can run the table at 9-0 with that win tonight. Second down and 14 from the 36 for Richwoods. O'Malley wants to throw. He's going to go to the corner. He's got a man wide open and overthrows Covington in the far side corner. Covington had gotten behind Dean again, and he was just overthrown by about 3 yards from O'Malley.
Thankfully.
5:16 remaining in this third quarter. That brings up 3rd and 14. Interesting down to take a shot on there. 2nd and 14.
Well, you got to believe they've probably been thinking that our off-tackle play will get us about 14 yards on this run play, so we might as well take a shot at the end zone. So the Devils have to do something here. They have to make a stop.
Peoria leading Galesburg 41-20. They've just come back after the halftime. 3rd down and 14. Gonna go double handoff in the backfield, and Covington's got it. Covington's got wide open space on the far side into the red zone. The 10, the 5, touchdown as he races to the corner. 36 yards and no flags. That was a double reverse into the hands of Covington, who came on the jet sweep, and now a flag for excessive celebration in the end zone, I have to think. Covington, first time tonight that he's gotten the ball on a running play. And he goes 36 yards for the touchdown. Now that flag is going to be against the Blue Devils.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Blue Devils.
Approaching, well over, I should say, 300 yards of rushing for the Knights of Richwoods. I've got him at about 335 yards here with 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Covington, 36 yards on the reverse. They handed it off one way, ran it back to Covington the other, just that wide receiver sweep on the reverse. And the kick is blocked. Blue Devils break through and block the extra point. See if that fires up the Devils. 27-21. Devils trail for the first time tonight here on the road at Endress Field in Richwoods. 5 minutes still to play in the third quarter. Richwoods already into the playoffs with 6 wins. They're just looking for positioning in the 5A bracket with a 7th win here tonight. The Devils trying to make sure they're through by getting their 6th win of the year. Devils trail for the first time in this game, 27-21. Covington, nobody picked him up. Devils had one man hold his ground on the far side, but he was wiped out on a double block as 2 of the backs out of the backfield came and just savaged the linebacker. And once Covington was outside the hash marks, nobody was going to have an angle on him.
Yeah, the problem is, you just you get so sucked into the running game, and we haven't stopped it all night. Everything mindset-wise is for them to flow to the football, and you can't do that. You got to be sound. You got to stay home. Your defensive end has to be on the backside. Your backside linebackers got to be there, and they weren't. And here we are now.
Blue Devils have made a change with the short kickoffs coming from Richwoods. Gay and Gay back deep, with Brockmiller and Smith now short right around the 20. This one goes to Gay at the 9. Gay takes it out to the 20, makes a move to the 25, and that's where the Devils will start after that 16-yard return.
Well, unfortunately, the Devils have started the second half much like we saw last week, having been up 2 scores, and now we find ourselves down. Up 2 scores last week for a tie, up a score here this week, and now the Richwoods offense has scored their first 2 times they've touched the football. So this offense better do something and do it quick to get us back in the ball game.
5 minutes to go, third quarter. Devils 1st and 10, moving left to right from their own 25. Run it right up the middle with Unmisig. He lowers the boom right around the 33-yard line and gets another yard as the Devils pick up 8 on first down.
Well, the best thing we could do right now is drive down and score and not have Richwoods touch the football on offense again, because it's clear we cannot stop them. In fact, the only time they've been stopped tonight is on the fumble.
They are 4 for 4 on touchdown drives other than that fumble by Covington, and Covington got himself back into the mix with that end-around touchdown. Turn around, hand it off, Unmisig again. He's going to be ridden down in the backfield. That's just a great individual play by Xavier Perkman. Perkman throws down Unmisig, and a flag comes out late.
And Coach Brown obviously didn't like that play, and he's going out to talk to his defense right now, and I think he's going to grab that kid and have a few words with him.
Unmisig couldn't get anywhere, but that extracurricular activity is going to net the Devils the first down here. No timeout has been called. Or did he call the timeout? No timeout was awarded that I know of. Coach Brown is out there on the field haranguing his defense. That foul against Richwoods makes it a Blue Devil first down with 4:09 to go here in the third quarter. They'll mark that. It's a dead ball foul. I mean,
yeah,
that's got to be 15. So the Blue Devils will take it all the way from the 30 out to the 45. The 20-yard penalty? Okay, they're going to say that the flag wasn't placed at the right spot when he threw it from the 32 out to the 47. Oh, we were going to see the first 17-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty there for a minute. 76 yards in penalties on Richwoods here tonight. 50 on the Devils. Timeout has been called now, so we'll take it with them. The Blue Devils trailing for the first time tonight, 27-21. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. You're listening to Devil Football on the Fox.
On November 4th, we have a chance to make a lasting impact on the future of our kids and the future of our Quincy community. I'm voting yes to avoid investing more money on old, deteriorating school buildings. I'm voting yes to save $560,000 a year in utilities and operating costs. I'm voting yes to do all of this without increasing our tax rate. To find out more about why you should vote yes on November 4th, visit buildingforquincy.com.
Paid for by the Committee for Building Quincy Schools.
Go third quarter here at Endress Field in Peoria. Blue Devils back to the wing tee. Going to hand this one off to Unmisig. Unmisig cross midfield down to the 45-yard line. Now they're going to say his knee was down back at the 46. It'll still be a nice pickup of 5 on first down, bringing up 2nd and 5 for the Devils.
Well, that was a big penalty against Richwoods here, and it's got us now into their territory. And you know, the fact of the matter is this is a 6-point football game, and the Blue Devils have looked terrible in the second half, but every opportunity is still in front of them here. And it starts with this drive to take the lead back, or at least tie pending the extra point, and get back into this football game.
Blue Devils with 2nd down and 5. Switch up the confirmation in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to Smith. Smith runs to the left side, should have the first down to the 43-yard line as a pickup of 5. He has 35 on the night on 6 carries.
I think he was going to say he's about 6 inches short.
Boy, from where that football is spotted, I'd be looking for a measurement. Manuel has gotten on the board, but they still trail Moline 6-17. Moline up 17-6 over Manuel. East Moline looking at an 0-9. And Manuel looking at a 1-8. There's a sneak by Cricard, and he's got it down to the 40-yard line. He picks up 2 on that sneak.
Well, this is what we need. We need this offense to keep moving the chains and you know, You're down to 14 minutes of football here to determine whether you're going to go to the playoffs or not. And you need to suck it up. You know, they need to be getting on each other in the huddle positively, you know, momentum-wise and positive reinforcements here we can score. I mean, we've shown we can score, and we can march the ball on these guys.
Blue Devils 1st and 10 now from the 40 in Richwoods territory. Come out wing T behind Kirkard with Smith, Unmasig, and Brockmiller. Turn around, hand it to Brockmiller. Wants to come near side. He's off the corner and gone. Brockmiller's going 40 yards. Can he angle it to the cone? He's into the end zone. Boy, that official.
This official on the side is so old, he can't even run down to the field.
That was the latest indicator, and it was close. Brockmiller got ankle tackled. He did stretch the ball across the plane, and so he's in from 40 yards out. It has been an absolutely dynamic show from number 1, Brady Brockmiller, here tonight on the road in Peoria. He's got 94 yards now and 3 touchdowns, including a 75-yard kickoff return to start the game. Devils have tied it 27-27. And now look for the extra point. They're kicking with CUNY tonight. 40 yards. Can the Devils go up? The snap is good. The hold is good.
That's
the kick
offsides.
is low and good. Devils back on top, 28-27. 2:06 to go here in the third quarter. Devils kick it away to Richwoods. Next on the Fox.
Federated Insurance is a lot like the family businesses we help protect. For 105 years and counting, Federated has shared the common values that have served our clients well. Federated Insurance, it's our business to protect yours.
Call Tony Reese in Quincy at 223-4623.
Around here, people matter, and relationships are built on trust. That's the way it is at Town & Country Bank. Real people who like things simple, honest, and done right. And our roots are right here, so we're truly local. If you already do business with us, then you know how good banking can be. And if you're not, well, maybe you should. Town & Country Bank. You'll like how we do business.
Part of the HNB Bank family.
Miller, who was ankle tackled by Covington, playing in the secondary right at the goal line. But the Blue Devils are up 28-27 with 14 minutes and 6 seconds left to play in this football game on the road at Richwoods. Jim, I'm working my poor highlighter to death on my rundown sheet. Every possession for both teams has ended with either a touchdown or a turnover.
Yeah, we haven't seen the punters. Well, we did. We saw a guy line up for a punt.
Yeah, we saw Gillespie line up for a punt, but a bad snap and a fumble. He scampered for first down on that. So it's been nothing but touchdowns or turnovers here tonight. In the return game, Richwoods from their own 14-yard line out across the 25 to the 30. And that's where Richwoods will pick up, trailing the Devils now by 1, 28-27. Devils. Well, they've got nobody but themselves to blame here, Jim. They gave up the interception on the ill-advised halfback pass from Unmasig. Richwoods turned that into the 36-yard score by Covington on the end around. And that was the first lead of the night for Richwoods. Devils came right back and got the lead back. That was a great response. But now you're in a one-point fight to the end here on the road. 2 minutes to go. Richwoods under center with O'Malley. Handed off to O'Neal. O'Neal's got a big hole. A first down. He's at midfield. O'Neal being chased by Holzschlag. He's pulling away. It's Wilcox, rather, down to the 20, now the 15-yard line. And that was Wilcox with a big breakout from his own 30 as he goes 54 yards on first down to the Blue Devils 16. But the fact that Richwoods is so comfortable starting to back up Wilcox on these drives deep in their own territory tells you something here. 123 yards now for Wilcox on 8 carries, 183 and 3 touchdowns for O'Neal on 13 carries. They have been a two-man wrecking crew against the Blue Devils tonight. Handed off the corner and into the end zone, untouched, is O'Neal. O'Neal just took a walk through the tulips for 15 yards at his 4th touchdown here tonight. He's got 198 yards on 14 carries. The Devils can't stop Wilcox or O'Neal, and in 2 plays, Richwoods covers 70 yards and goes back on top 33-28. That stings. Conversion, as Jim said, is good. That was Jim's play-by-play debut. How'd he do? Minute 40 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Devils get the ball back next, trailing 35-28 at Richwoods on the Fox.
It's coming to Quincy, and it's a game changer. Fiber is the fastest technology available, and Adams is bringing fiber to the home. Nothing else compares to fiber, and Adams will be connecting Quincy neighborhoods to this lightning-fast internet and telephone service with no gimmick pricing and local service. Find out how your neighborhood can become a fiberhood. Just take the quick survey at followthefiber.net. Adams, the better and now faster way to connect.
$70 yards on 2 running plays, 54 by Wilcox, 16 by O'Neal on the touchdown. And the Devils trail again, and the return out to the 31 is stopped cold as the Devils. Smith is brought down single-handedly that time by Alex Peters.
Those 2 guys over here that were in front of him watched him run right by him, and no one blocked him.
Minute 35 to go, 3rd quarter. Devils 1st and 10 from their own 32. This has turned into a bit of a track meet here in the 2nd half, Jim.
Well, we're obviously the slower of the participants.
Devils led 21-14 at the half. It has been an unanswered 20-point barrage here for Richwoods. 21 points unanswered as they converted on the 2-point conversion after the 16-yard touchdown by O'Neal. And the Devils, well, just the 40-yard touchdown by Brockmiller, haven't been able to keep pace.
Yeah, there goes Unmissig off the field.
Yeah, he is limping. 2nd down and 9 for the Devils. 85 yards on the night on 16 carries for Unmissig. He was replaced by Rowan last week. Let's see if that's what the Devils want to do out of the backfield again this week. It is going to be Derek Rowan to take over at the fullback slot out of the wing T. Put Smith in motion, handed off to Brockmiller near side. Brockmiller hemmed in the backfield. He's going to be collared at the 30 and brought down there for a loss of 3. Brockmiller had 94 yards rushing, now make it 91. He still has 2 touchdowns, a 40 and 44 yards on the night, and a 75-yard kickoff return. So he has been very impactful for the Devils on the road here at Richwoods tonight. 20 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Devils down 35-28. Devils 3rd down and 11 by my count from their own 31-yard line. Picard under center. Picard's going to look to the sideline. He's got 5 seconds to get this snap. Now 3. Devils have no intention to snap it looks like, and we'll go to the 4th quarter. Devils will have 3rd and 11 from their own 31 to start the 4th quarter, a game in which they trail on the road 35-28 at Richwoods. You're listening to Devil Football on 103.9 The Fox.
Around here, people matter, and relationships are built on trust. That's the way it is at Town & Country Bank. Real people who like things simple, honest, and done right. And our roots are right here, so we're truly local. If you already do business with us, then you know how good banking can be. And if you're not, well, maybe you should. Town & Country Bank. You'll like how we do business.
part of the HNB Bank family.
Richwoods, 12 minutes left in the season. We'll find out. Devils with trips to the left side. Now want to bring it back to the near side. Throw it under duress, and it's going to be pass interference. No. Holschlag cut off on the near side as he was being covered on that route by Trey Hendon and Chris Johnson. Johnson denies him and celebrates. So the Devils will now look at 4th and 1. Here's what I don't like about that play, Jim. Yeah, 4th and 11, excuse me. Here's what I don't like about that play. On 3rd and 11, you ran a 6-yard out.
I don't understand it either. I mean, why don't we try and get Holschlag doing a little bit more down the field instead of trying to run him on a 6-yard out?
Blue Devils have the punt unit out for the first time tonight. Punting from their own 15, walks it up to the 20 and booms it away. Back to return is Richwoods. Richwoods with Hendon. He stops, goes the other way at the 40, 45, 50, has the corner, one man to beat, sidesteps him. He's going to be drugged down at the 30, still on his feet at the 20. A flag thrown at the 20-yard line.
3 clips.
And now his touchdown is going to be wiped out.
Yeah, there's one back here at the 45, there's one at the 20, and there's one at the 15, and there's another one.
That's going to be for descent on big number 72, Julius Payton, the junior, 6'3", 290-pound lineman. So let's see which of these flags the Devils will choose to accept.
Well, they'll get the one back here at the 45, and then you'll tack on another 15.
The dead ball foul.
Dead
15,
ball after that. This should be coming back 30 yards.
Holding, and holding. So, and then the dead ball personal foul against Richwoods. That's if you could enforce them all, that'd be 45 yards of penalties on one play. Not bad. But you can accept just one penalty during the run of action, and then any dead ball fouls are automatic. So 25 yards of penalties to be walked off against Richwoods is going to have them back somewhere around their own 30. In fact, they're going to spot it on the 30 for Richwoods. That's 101 yards in penalties tonight for Richwoods on 12 different flags. Galesburg making it close at home. End of the third. Peoria leading Galesburg 41-27 in Galesburg as Galesburg has just gotten in again. Richwoods comes to the line, leading 35-28, 11:40 to go here on the road in Peoria. Devils playing their second game of the year at Endress Field as they lost to Peoria Notre Dame here in week 2. Turnaround, O'Malley hands it off, and the Devils smother that running attack back at the 28-yard line. And O'Neal gets up wanting the face mask. No luck.
Yeah, we stuffed him for a loss.
Loss of 1 takes him to 198 yards of rushing tonight. 4 touchdowns for Keontre O'Neal. He's been the player of the game. He's been an impact player on the defensive side for Richwoods as well. Touchdowns of 15, 16, 30, and 53 for O'Neal tonight. He's got 100 yards on touchdown runs alone. 11 minutes to go now in the game. Devils trailing by 7 on the road. Put a man in motion. They're going to hand it off to O'Neal. He's riding a blocker for a first down out to the 42-yard line. That's a pickup of 13.
It's literally like watching a hot knife go through butter.
He's
that
over
easy.
200 yards now.
It's that easy for them.
211 yards for O'Neal. 26 for Gillespie, 13 for Johnson, 123 for Wilcox, and 36 for Covington. The Devils right now getting scorched to the tune of nearly 400 yards rushing by Richwoods here tonight. Devils, the most they've given up so far this season, 172 on the ground to Moline. Now another flag flies. This is the only thing really holding Richwoods back in this game is the number of penalties they've taken. That's the 13th for now 106 yards. Devils rush defense gave up 193 to East Moline, 212 to Peoria Notre Dame, 272 to Moline. Those have been the biggest yards allowed game by the Blue Devil rush defense so far. Richwoods blowing all those numbers out of the water here tonight. First and 15 from the 36 for Richwoods. O'Malley under center. He wants to hand it off to Covington. End around again. Covington's out to the 46-yard line. He gets 10 yards and brings up 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, they have to be averaging probably close to 10, 12 yards a carry.
Yeah, when you're averaging a first down every time you rush the ball, it's hard to stop somebody. Do some just quick and dirty math from the first half. They were averaging about 9 yards a carry in the first half. And they have expanded that here in the second half. 2nd and 5 for Richwoods. Tight wing T, going to turn around, fake it, hand it to Wilcox. He's got the first down on a gain of 6. Boy, that end around to Covington has been so effective, Jim, that the Blue Devils have to honor that now. And the second man through, the fullback essentially, whether it's Wilcox or O'Neill, has one less tackler to worry about.
Yeah, but to describe it for everybody, it's the simplest play. They send one wide receiver out. They bring another one on in motion, Covington around, like they're going to run the jet sweep handoff. He either gets it or he doesn't. If he keeps running by, the quarterback reverse pivots and hands to O'Neill or Wilcox right there off tackle.
1st and 10 in the Blue Devil territory now at the 48.
Reverse,
hand it
off
to
tackle.
O'Neill. He goes for 3 yards, make it 2 down to the 46.
The quarterback takes the snap. Watch him. Every time he just reverse pivots. He starts to his right, wheels around to the left, and hands off either or vice versa, whatever tackle they're going to run off of, and he just hands it to O'Neill or Wilcox. In fact, I don't think the second man through for them has gotten the ball really. It's always the first man with no lead block even backing, or lead back blocking.
They came out in the I formation, kept feeding the fullback, O'Neill, and not even using him as a blocker for Johnson, the tailback. They're back to that formation now.
Reverse pivot.
They're going to hand it off to O'Neill. O'Neill's going to be tripped up at the 42-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5, but makes it a manageable 3rd and 4.
We could actually put a taped plug in right now and just say, Richwoods comes to the line. O'Malley reverse pivot, hand off to O'Neill. He's off tackle.
For sizable gain. Insert X number here.
Yeah.
Well, when you have Wilcox and O'Neill, who have combined for 27 carries, and they have 350 yards on those carries, that's quite a number. Going to go one split out to the near side. I formation now behind O'Malley. O'Malley's going to push it forward. Quarterback keeper. They're pushing the pile. I think he got 2 yards on it, but not 3. That'll bring up 4th and 1 at the Blue Devil 39. O'Malley's first positive yardage on a carry tonight. He had to cover two fumbles. And that'll be 4th and 1 at the Blue Devil 39. Richwoods. They're doing what the Devils wanted to do now and did so successfully in that second quarter. That's control the clock, take the air out of the ball, don't give the opposition a chance to come back on you, and try to pay it off with points.
Yeah, and there's no way O'Neill doesn't see the football.
4th and 1, a short one. O'Malley under center, and a timeout called by Coach Brown. We'll take one with him. 7 minutes to go in the game. Blue Devils down 7 and Richwoods driving. You're listening to Devil Football on the Fox.
Federated Insurance is a lot like the family businesses we help protect. For 105 years and counting, Federated has shared the common values that have served our clients well. Federated Insurance, it's our business to protect yours.
Call Tony Reese in Quincy at 223-4623.
Peoria Notre Dame, 45-13. It's official. Holloman, 41-0 over UT. That's the final. Holloman works out some frustrations and some kinks prior to the playoffs. Holloman at 5-4, now eligible, I believe, at 4A again this year. Turnaround on fourth down, hand it off, big first down from the 40, all the way down to the Blue Devils 33-yard line. Blue Devils get gashed for 8 by O'Neill on 4th and 1. 2:26, and I'm running out of room on O'Neill's line. It has been impressive the way Keontre O'Neill for Richwoods has just read his offensive line, committed to the gap that the play is assigned to, and just runs downhill right through the defense. He came in with the leading rusher for Richwoods with 544 yards this season in 8 games, and he is tearing it up tonight. O'Neill around the end, hit at the 25 and down at the 22. That's another gain of 10 and a first down.
It's almost like we're playing without defensive ends tonight, because I certainly haven't seen them on any of these off-tackle plays. I don't know what.
O'Neill's got 236 yards of rushing. Jim, I'd be ecstatic if that was my final score after a bowling game.
Yes, I don't bowl, but I know 300 is pretty good.
Pretty good. 6:08 to go, quite possibly in the season. Devils have a very good chance to make the playoffs, but wouldn't be assured of a spot with a loss here tonight. Going to go I formation behind O'Malley. Haven't seen much of Gillespie in the second half. O'Neill roots his way in there past the 20 down to the 18. He'll pick up 3 more.
I imagine they'll just keep feeding him and eating up this clock.
And why wouldn't you? You don't have to be in a hurry to score. You're up a touchdown at home. Every time you've touched the ball in this second half, you've paid it off with a touchdown on your previous 3 possessions. And the Blue Devils haven't been able to keep up. A punt, a turnover, and a touchdown, the 3 results of a possession in this second half for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils looking to shut down this second and a long 7. Center of the field for Richwoods. Twins to the near side, and sacked is O'Malley, getting in, and a flag flies. That was just too early as Jonte Owens got in. Owens has had a couple of big games in weeks 7 and 8 for the Blue Devils, but was he offsides here? It looks like that's what the call is going to be, and Owens was offsides. 55 yards in penalties on the Devils, now on 6 flags. It's only half as much as Richwoods has accrued. 106 yards in penalties on 13 flags. 25 of those coming on 1 play. 5 minutes to go now here in week 9. The regular season coming to a close tonight all across the state of Illinois. We're being told that the Raiders went on the road to Florida. QND coming up short after a long road trip. Handoff to Wilcox. Blue Devils smother him at the 16-yard line. Devils doing a good job that time getting in penalty-free with Owens. And Wilcox going to be right there just outside the 15. And it was a loss on the play of 2 for Wilcox. That'll bring up 3rd down and just about 5. Need to get to the 11 to Richwoods Knights. And the ball back just shy of the 16. O'Malley under center, turn around, hand it off to Owens. He's hit. We've got a helmet off on the far side. That's one of the linemen with his helmet getting knocked off there. In fact, they don't even have a 67 listed on this. Nate Geehee, 68, fits the description. 5'10", 220. He's a spark plug out there, a wide fellow.
What? Where's the spot?
Spot is at the 14-yard line.
Spot.
That's going to be 2 more yards for O'Neill.
It was 4th and, I mean, he was back at the 15-yard line.
4th and 3 for Richwoods. O'Neill, 241 yards and 4 touchdowns here tonight.
Well, you better sell out here because if you don't, I don't know you're going to get the ball back.
3 minutes to go in the game. Devils down 35-28. O'Malley comes up under center, and the timeout is called on the field. We'll take it with them. 3:15 to play. Devils trying to stop this drive by Richwoods. Richwoods up 35-28, and they've got a 4th and 3 from the Blue Devil 14-yard line. We'll see if they're successful next. You're listening to Blue Devil Football on the Fox.
On November 4th, we have a chance to make a lasting impact on the future of our kids and the future of our Quincy community. I'm voting yes to avoid investing more money on old, deteriorating school buildings. I'm voting yes to save $560,000 a year in utilities and operating costs. I'm voting yes to do all of this without increasing our tax rate. To find out more about why you should vote yes on November 4th, visit buildingforquincy.com.
Paid for by the Committee for Building Quincy Schools.
Go in the game. 4th and a long 3 coming up from the Blue Devil just inside the 15-yard line by Richwoods. Richwoods with Covington on the right. They've gone to a modified version of the wing T. O'Neal at the fullback spot and Johnson on the left. O'Malley under center. Devils just crowding the line. Devils 2, 4, 6. They've got 7 guys within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage. Handed off to Covington on the end around. He's down to the 10-yard line and pays it off with a first down on a 5-yard carry. 51 yards on 3 carries for Covington, and it's going to be 1st and goal for Richwoods. Devils have a man down on the far sideline. That's Carson Gay, the junior, is down. We'll take an injury timeout with Gay down. It's 1st and goal for Richwoods coming up next on 103.9 The Fox. First and goal in the red zone of the Blue Devils for Richwoods. Just inside the 8, handed to O'Neal. He gets slowed down but not stopped. He's just a bull in a china shop. Takes it all the way down to the 5-yard line. And that's going to be 2nd and goal from the 5 after a gain of 4.
Unfortunately, Brody Francis tried to tackle him with an arm tackle, and that wasn't going to get it done.
That's 2:45 for O'Neal on the night and another timeout. Devils starting to try and conserve this clock. 2:52 to go in the ball game and down 35-28. And Jim, the Devils haven't shown that they can stop Richwoods here in the second half. Richwoods has scored a 60-yard drive, paid it off with a 53-yard touchdown by O'Neal. Got a turnover, returned on the interception by Johnson to the Blue Devil 47. Ended that short drive with a 36-yard touchdown on the end around by Covington. And then it was a 70-yard drive in 2 plays. The big one was the 54-yard carry by Wilcox. And then O'Neal from 16 yards out. They have just been, as you said, a hot knife through butter here in the second half.
Yeah, you know, the sad thing is we haven't been able to stop them all night, and no matter what they do, they've been able to have success virtually on the entire night.
Trips to the right side, 2nd and goal. O'Neal hit at the 5 in the backfield by Owens, but he worms his way down to the 4, make it a gain of 1, and it'll be 3rd and goal from the 4. Oh, you talk about selling out. I mean, you got to do it here.
Yeah, 2 downs, because they're certainly not going to kick a field goal.
No need to. Right back on the field is Coach Brown, and it's another timeout, it looks like. So everybody trying to conserve time here at the end of this 4th quarter. Devils take that timeout, so we'll keep it here for you. Let's go around the conference and catch up on the action tonight. We've got a final of Alleman over UT, 41-0. Alleman over UT, that is a final, 41-0. Peoria Central has scored at Galesburg again, 48-27. 10.5 to go in that ball game. 48-27. Central over Galesburg. Moline 17-6 over Manual. And PND 45-13 over Rock Island at last check. Out of the timeout, 3rd and goal, handed off, flag flies, and O'Neal is into the end zone, but this play is going to be stopped dead in its tracks. Devils right out there on the line having to help up Donovan Roots. It's another penalty against Richwoods. Another illegal procedure penalty as they lose more yardage. They've lost now 111 yards on 14 penalties tonight, and this game's not over. That pushes this 3rd down and goal attempt out to the, I believe that'll be the 8-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 8 for Richwoods. We thank you for joining us this season, no matter how you've done it, especially here on 103.9 The Fox. Whether you listen to the stream or watch us on QJTV, thank you for being here for the Blue Devil 2014 season. Out of the I formation, it's 3rd and goal. Pitch it outside. They're going to give it to Hendon. Hendon's going to be brought down at the 6-yard line by Owings, who then reaches around and grabs his back and is limping on his left foot.
Wow, what a play. That's our defensive tackle who flew right around and made the stop on the running back on the far corner on a toss play. Well, here's your chance at a ball game. You've used all 3 of your timeouts. You got down 7, and Richards has got 4th and goal from the 6.
Yeah, so Quincy just called their 3rd timeout.
Right, you got 2:34. Final play whether you're going to get the ball back or not, down 7 or down a minimum of 13. So for us to have really any realistic chance here, especially with no timeouts, we got to make a stop. I would look for them to run O'Neal something off right tackle down here to the wide side of the field, or maybe bring in
Wilcox,
option quarterback to run an option, but I don't.
Yeah, and you've got Wilcox, who's available in that backfield as well. Covington's gotten some good touches. Johnson's only carried it twice for 13 yards, but he's a threat as well out of their backfield. So an embarrassment of riches right now in the backfield for Richwoods. 4th and goal from the 6. O'Malley under center, going to throw a fade out to the corner, separation, and it's caught and out of the back of the end zone. That is just enough to push Covington out of the back of the end zone as Covington was open again in the house. O'Malley threw a great ball, Jim, but Covington just stepped out in the back of the end zone. He didn't have a lot of room, but it would have been a heck of a catch.
Yeah, and, he was going against Gay. Cameron Gay. Gay turned and just turned late. By the time he went up for the ball, it was kind of over his outstretched hand, and Covington caught it. But like you said, he didn't have 1 foot in bounds and came down out of bounds. So here we go, 2:28. You got to try and drive with no timeouts. You're a running team. You're on your 6-yard line. You got to go 94 yards to tie this ball game up.
The Devils come out wing T behind Kirkard from their own 6. Going to hand it off up the middle to Unmasig. He's out to the 9. Give him a gain of 3, and the clock runs because you've used your timeouts on defense.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing you got to think of is we got to get a first down. You're backed up in your own end zone.
Yeah.
You don't need to score on this play. You need to get a first down.
Devils come out now, 2nd and 7. Going to hand it off, double handoff. Going to come to Smith near side. Smith's got room. Smith's got the first down. He jumps it inside. Smith is out across the 20 to the 24. That's going to be a big pickup for Smith as he gets 15.
Well, you got the first down there. Now you got to hurry up and get on the football. You got 2 minutes to go.
Near side hash marks. Devils moving right to left. They've got a minute 58 to work with as they trail 35-28. Devils going to go double handoff again. Brockmiller far side. Brockmiller cuts it up at the 25-yard line. He's hit at the 27. Give him a gain of 7.
Hurry it up. You got to get going. You got to get on the football.
98 yards for Brockmiller to go with 3 touchdowns tonight. Devils 2nd and 4. Now it's closer to a gain of 6. Devils going to turn around, bootleg it out to the near side with Ricard. Sets up, throws over the middle, and it's in and out of the hands of Holschlag. It was tipped on the play by O'Neal, but he's everywhere. Keontre O'Neal. Ricard 2 of 4 through the air for 27 yards, both catches by Brockmiller. That does stop the clock with the incompletion and brings up 3rd down and 4 for the Devils from their own 27-yard line. Devils, definitely 2-down territory here. Season hangs in the balance. You got no timeouts left, and you haven't shown you can stop Richwoods anyway. Devils out of the wing tee. Ricard comes up, checks off the play with Coach Little on the far side. Devils center the field, moving right to left here as time is running down. Delay, Statue of Liberty, Unmissing, up the middle, across the 30. He's got the first down to the 32 on a gain of 6.
Yeah, you got the first down, so now at least you got 4 more downs, but you got to hurry it up and get on the football and get ready to run a play. You can't be wasting time because now the clock stops and it's ticking with 118, 119, and we don't even have guys in the right set.
Going to go trips to the far side, twins to the near side. Now that's Holschlag going off the field. Twins each side. Ricard wants to throw. He's got in the slot Smith, and he underthrew it. Smith was just coming off the inside slot, running a little skinny post there, and it was thrown down by his ankles.
He was there. He catches that in the numbers. He's running. He's catching it on the run.
That brings up 2nd down and 10 from the Blue Devils' own 32. Moline up on Manuel, 24-14 in the 4th. Peoria High, 48, Galesburg, 27. That game late as well. Blue Devils down by a touchdown, 65 seconds to go. Ricard going to throw a bubble screen into the flat. Devils have it on the far side. First down and more across the 40, out to the 45. And the Devils, with that completion to Donovan Ruths, spread it around for the first time tonight and have a pickup of 15.
Well, it was a nice pitch and catch and hit him on the run right in the hands where he needed to catch it. But the second important thing is he got out of bounds.
Devils now 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line as they're at midfield with 58 seconds to play. You have to get in first before you decide if you're going to go for 2. Devils looking for the end zone. Chance to win on the road. Trips to the left, a single receiver to the right. One running back, sidecar in the backfield. That's Unmissing. He's back for protection. Devils go over the middle, and it's incomplete. Looking for Brockmiller running down the seam to the far side flag. That was just a little crossing route down the seam for Brockmiller, and Kirkard underthrew him about 20 yards downfield.
You know, the problem is that's 2 times we've tried to run the post. They've been there, and we just haven't been able to get the pass to the receiver where it needs to be. I mean, that time it was too far out in front of him. The other time it was at Smith's, ankles.
2nd and 10 now from the 47. In front of us.
Yeah, in high school football, you can take a shot down the middle as long as you hustle up and get there, because if you get the first down, they stop the clock for the movement of the chains.
And still 54 seconds to go. Trips to the left side, twins to the right. Ricard back to throw. Underneath, it's incomplete as he was looking to go inside to Lovelace.
I don't understand that. That's a 6-yard over the middle route that, it's actually best that didn't get caught. 51 seconds, 3rd and 10.
Devils 3 of 8 through the air for 42 yards tonight. 51 seconds to go. 3rd and 10 from your own 47. Do you dare to go back to the ground here?
No.
Devils going to go trips to the left again. Wide side of the field. Ball on the far side. Hash mark moving right to left. Devils going to hand it off in the backfield, and down right at the line of scrimmage is Brockmiller. They tried to go on a delay and get Brockmiller going up the middle, and he gets nothing. And the clock is winding now. Down to 35 seconds to go. 4th and 10. The regular season comes down to this. The Devils need at least 10 yards. Trips left. One man back to protect Cricard. Cricard, he eats it. Fumbles. Devils try to get on it. Richwood fumbles. Nobody picks it up.
Incomplete pass.
And they're going to call it an incomplete pass. The referee stepping up very late. This crew has made some very late calls here tonight. But they say Cricard's arm was going forward when he was hit. And it's going to be an incomplete pass, and that's going to be the ball game. The Devils, with 20 seconds to go, are going to turn it over on downs and fall on the road at Richwoods. They went up early in this game 14-0, and they're going to fall 35-28. A second disappointing trip to Endress Field as the Week 2 loss to Peoria Notre Dame happened right here as well. The numbers are going to be ugly in the post-game show, Jim. The Knights of Richwood just ran it everywhere throughout this game, and they finally run the Blue Devils out of time, 35-28, our final here tonight. We'll have the particulars in the post-game show. The Devils finished the season at 5-4. They're now going to need help getting into the 7A playoff field. Or will the IHSA redefine their calibrations and assign the Blue Devils to 6A? It's a possibility. Devils have just 9 students over the cutoff enrollment at 7A, and those could shift with enrollments as they look toward the postseason. We'll look toward the post-game show. That comes up next. Right now, all you need to know is Richwoods comes from behind, down 14-0, and knocks off Quincy 35-28 on 103.9 The Fox.